Welcome back to Middlefield Custom Sawmill. Today Beth is here. That's my sister. She's going to help me saw today.
And do math.
Oh yeah, and do maths. Right. Here's the log we're cutting today. This is a white cedar. As you can see, it's been on the ground a while. Most of the bark has come off. It's been roughed up. It's been sort of cut. But it's a really cool looking log. I don't know if you can see the swirls and stuff, but when the bark comes off, it leaves some neat marks.
It's not silvery anymore.
Yeah, it used to
be silvery. I wanted a chunk of it. It was so pretty. Now it's not. It just looks ordinary.
This right here was real shiny. Now it's wet, so it's not shiny, but when it dries, it will be. So you can see there's a lot of butt swell on this thing. If I go around the other side, they cut this off really low. You can see how huge that is. So I might have a little trouble turning it, but it looks like it ought to be some pretty good wood. What I'm going to try and do, get a board or two off each side, and I want to end up with a beam, a post. Hopefully at least 6 by 6.
Is it beam for anything in particular?
No, just for fun.
Okay. Blade.
Yes, this is a carbide blade.
And you guys take a sniff too.
I took a thick cut on this one.
It does smell interesting, yeah?
I took a thick cut on this one because I thought it might be good firewood.
Yeah.
It's cedar, so not that I burn firewood, but
Later, I gotta save some sawdust for incense.
oh, my water's frozen. It's all ice. It's cold out here.
It was cold. We had what was it, down into teens?
Here's the log. It's kind of pretty. It's not really white.
It's what?
It's not really white. It's kind of, I don't know what that is. I don't know what I'd call that.
It was so white and shiny. It was like silver before on the outside.
You can see, I think you can see the water over there. You can see it's a beautiful day out. So everything is wet. It's going to get cold tonight. You're crossing the streams. Like that. The pith at this end is at 10 inches, and it's right here at this end, which is about 10 inches, so I think we're good there. Alrighty, let's get another cut off of this. When I cut this, I can't start cutting at the top of that end. I have to, this comes up so high over here, I've only got 10 inches of clearance, so I'm going to probably come across about here, and then we'll go for that end. That's it for the toe boards. All right, here we go. I'll show you the wood again before I cut the top off it. This is actually really pretty. It's got very white sapwood at the end and kind of tan. I don't know how else to describe that. It does have a little chatoyance. Not the prettiest wood I've ever seen, but really nice stuff. Especially here, this stuff. That looks pretty cool.
I love this shaft. I gotta make like a mechanical toy of my brother doing this.
This is not very heavy wood.
No, I mean I could pick up those beams.
I'm not even grunting.
I know. Is it that it's dry or just that it's
That's one
cedar?
hand. No, it's just this wood isn't very heavy.
Okay. How long has it been sitting in the pile?
Well, it's been down at least 2 years. I've had it since the summer.
So it might be a little bit dry.
But the bark is gone. It's not dry. Logs don't dry.
All right.
Logs are always wet inside.
Okay.
take one more board. Well, I want to get it down to a square. And at 9 by 10 and a half. So I'm going to take it down to 9 and have a 9 by 9. Okay, now comes the cool part. I've got a 9 by 9. Now I'm going to cut the corners off it.
Why are you cutting the corners off?
To make a stop sign shaped beam.
Oh, that's right. You wanted to do that.
Yeah.
How are you going to balance it on the corner?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
I'm not holding it. I'm not like those crazy guys. What you need is a 45-degree, oh yeah, a wedge, yes.
One of these?
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah. I don't know that that's 45 degrees. That's the well, yeah, it's got to be. That's a 90. Those are the same length. That's 45.
I don't know, math this morning is not your strong point. Or mine.
Leave my maths out of this.
Math singular, you're in the United States.
Maths. Because you got to do them over and over.
All right. I'll accept his logic on that. I would put it on this side and put it up against that.
You think?
That would be my guess, but I'm not a woodmaster here.
It's not there yet. That's on there.
Oh, he's got to figure out the hypotenuse.
Yeah. And it's going to be halfway between here and here.
No.
A third of the way.
No. It's square root of 2 of the way.
Okay. It's going to be right about here.
I would just estimate, yes. But do it a little bit less than you think. Because you can always go back and trim it later. And it's always less than you think because remember, you're going to have...
Come here and look. Just come here and look and tell me if that looks okay.
All right.
Instead of making me do all this.
No, I think that's too low. I think you're cutting off too much. Because what's going on is the other corner is there right now, and that's making you think that there's more in the middle than you think there is.
That look good?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm going with that.
All right.
The power just went out.
What?
I think the power just went out.
Well, let's just see if the switch works. Though I think you're right.
I'm going to go look at the thing.
Nope. Okay, the lights went out. It's the same problem as 6 a.m. this morning. So there's no way he's going to use the generator for this. He needs it for the refrigerator. So we will come back as soon as the power's back on. And in the meanwhile, well, let's take a look. Oh, now he can use that. Is it going to be an octagon? No, I think he cut off too much. I advised him poorly. Rats. Oh well.
Let there be light! Wow, I can't believe that worked. Okay.
Or maybe not.
Cedar's light.
It really is. I mean, I was moving those pieces before. And even I wasn't grunting.
Okay. All right, come on over here, I'll show you. So, I did figure out how to mark where the cuts go. You draw a line from point to point. Then the flat sides here are 9 inches apart. So from here to here is 4.5 inches. Here to here is 4.5 inches. I should do it.
Brilliant. You need to put a little light bulb over your head when you...
Yeah. All right, I am not going to get the water out for this.
Why not?
Well, we're here, it's the next day. We've got 3 cuts to go. I don't think I need water for these 3 little cuts. They're only 3 inches wide.
Gonna put oil on?
I could. I don't even know if I'll do that. So I want to be right below the line. Right there, I think.
Well, get your shadow off. Thank you. Okay.
All right, so... Well, let's just make the cut.
Okay, let's see. We have this width, which is pretty darn close to that width. I think you did a good job.
It's close, it's not exact.
I said pretty good. I didn't say perfect.
If I wanted to do perfect, I'd draw a 9-inch circle and just intersect that.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, that'd be the way to do it. But I don't have a circle drawer.
Circle drawer. You're like me.
I don't have a compass.
Right.
It's not bad.
No.
This one was too deep. The first one we did before I measured.
Yeah.
That's the one that's too deep.
Yeah, I told you the first time, but I didn't fudge it enough.
I'm crossing the streams. So we got a bunch of boards. I don't know, there's probably 5 boards in there. A bunch of drops for firewood. one nice heavy board there. Really pretty wood. Look at that. That is some pretty wood. So, okay, you see that thing right there, right where my finger is? That is a 6-amp fuse. And it fuses to this transformer, which goes up to my house up there. That little 6-amp fuse, that's what put us in the dark. It blew twice yesterday. We don't know what's causing it. So I just noticed right there, there's a branch on the wire. And down here, is that a squirrel body?